Welcome to the Land Wars. I'm your host, Dre. With me, I got Elijah the Great. Elijah, we've been out for a while, man.
Yeah, for sure. Most
We got,
definitely.
we got to get back on this. Every week, we going to, bring you new content every week, if not every other week. Um, our guest can be with us today. The other three, sick reasons. But we're going to give you this. We're going to get to this mock draft, and we're going to get to our quarterback analysis. Now, before we get into this mock draft, though, we got to discuss this quarterback situation, Elijah. Okay, so pretty much Trevor Lawrence is, where he's going, but situational. But the quarterbacks after him, Justin Fields, um, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Mac Jones, even Kellen Mond. Um, what's your breakdown on that? What's your breakdown on the quarterbacks?
I think is a very talented group. I think that's obvious. Obvious, but also like it's no sure picks. We
All right.
know that as well. It's no sure picks. That being said, I've I'm not sure that Trevor Lawrence is even as sure a pick as everybody thinks he's is. From I've seen a lot of film of his mindset and the way he looks in big games. And I mean, yeah, he had the 1 year magical season, you know what I'm saying? The two championships, that's great. All of that's great, right? But that shit was kind of easy. The talent around you, the defenses you had, that shit was
Not
expected.
and then my bad. Not to mention, he also got a hand me down. I'm not gonna make no excuse, but he got a hand me down in that playoff game, a year ago.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll give you that.
so it could be, hey, Justin Fields could have had him one, but we're not gonna get into conspiracies. But so when I'm saying that to say this, it's been reported all over, NFL stories and Twitter and all the social media. Adam Scheffler said that the 49ers are down between, you know, um, not with Zach Wilson, Trey Lance and Mac Jones.
Mm.
They're leaving out Justin Fields because he don't fit the system, the right way. I don't get that. What's your reaction on that?
I kind of knew they were gonna find a way to kind of make him drop. And that's a whole nother situation within itself. Like, but it seems like when it comes to black quarterbacks, they always raise these certain questions about, their mental state and their commitment to the game. And, you know, I think it's just unfair. It's just simply unfair. You know what I'm saying? The questions that they ask about black quarterbacks, they don't ask about white quarterbacks. All white quarterbacks have to do is be talented. These black quarterbacks have to be whatever the stereotype of a great quarterback is. And if you're
True.
not that, as soon as you come in the league, it don't matter how young you are. As soon as you come in the league, they're already putting things over your head. They putting shit all over your head, man. And it's like, I'm just trying to play football. I'm not trying to be, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's really crazy.
And that being said, the things they saying about Justin Fields is it's like, when are we gonna stop doing this? You did this with, we did this with Dak Prescott when he went as low as he did.
Yeah.
They did that with Lamar Jackson. Even he was a running back, but I mean he got his throwing inconsistencies, but that man can play his ass off.
Yeah.
Um, Even back when Michael Vick, he's a exceptional talent, but could he play quarterback? He proved him wrong. Justin Fields, and even Russell Wilson. Yeah, Russell, but he had a baseball. His baseball mechanics gonna come into play when he got drafted by Seattle. I don't get it. We need to do better with that. Scouts even said Justin Fields could easily be the number one, quarterback in this class. It's just everybody's so high on Trevor Lawrence, respectfully so, but Justin Fields can carry his own. But now with that, now we were gonna be done with that conversation. One more thing before the mock draft. Biggest bust of all time is
You gonna put me on the spot?
we got you right here.
Biggest bust of all time. What is this dude's name? The lineman dude that low key snaked his way into the league. Tony Mandarich. Yeah, man. For sure.
Oh man.
But he snaked his way into the league, man.
Terrible.
All he did was go on a press run, have post like videos of him working out and shit. Like, bruh, he completely. If you're talking about just being smart and that shit was genius. You can hate it or love it. That shit was genius. Like,
oh yeah,
because he did not have the NFL talent for real. He was good. He was a 7th rounder type talent. Like, he was not that good.
right.
Also, he was on steroids.
Of course, I think it was 30 for 30 about him. Man, I had no idea about him until I seen him. I'm like, God damn, we got ourselves a ball player.
Yeah, that dude was not. He was not that good, but he pulled the wool over everybody's eyes.
Oh yeah,
and shit. Sometimes that works.
It does. But I before anybody say Jamarcus Russell, we going without Jamarcus Russell. That's too much of an easy answer.
Yeah, that's too easy.
But I want to talk about. I think my biggest bust is a lineman from last year that went. Isaiah Wilson, I believe he got drafted by Tennessee. I think that was his name. It was a lineman. He got drafted last year.
I think.
I don't remember. I can't remember his name, but he got drafted. Didn't pan out well. Waste of a 1st round pick. They could have got so many good players, man. It's just crazy. But
you got him as the biggest bust of all time, though.
Nah, I mean that's true, but I'm gonna say Johnny Manziel. Johnny Football, man, coked up, man. He just goddamn Johnny. If he could have did what he was supposed to do, stop the party and stop the bullshit, he could have easily been, maybe one of the best quarterbacks of this generation.
Yeah.
But all right, we're gonna cut the bullshit aside and get into this mock draft though. Now our mock draft is not gonna be consistent of any trades. We're gonna undo that and see what the teams are gonna do without the trades. I got the odd teams, like 1, 3, 5, and so on. Elijah got even. So I'm on the clock with Jacksonville. Urban Meyer.
I wonder who they're gonna pick.
We're gonna go to the University of Clemson and smash Trevor Lawrence.
Swear. I ain't see that shit coming.
Trevor Lawrence, he's their short quarterback. I don't think he's the best quarterback to this class, but they like him. Business aside, they gonna get Trevor Lawrence. He's the prototype quarterback. Peyton Manning is Zach. But yeah, Jacksonville with Trevor Lawrence at number 1.
Yeah, I think we all knew that was gonna happen. I got the number 2 pick, the Jets. Trash ass team. I did a lot of thinking on this, and if you had asked me who they would pick yesterday, I would have said Justin Fields. But I think we all know who they actually gonna pick. They gonna pick Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
He looks like he can be a franchise guy. That's what they're looking for. That's what they need. And obviously, they're trying to go in a rebuilding mode, and they're going to start with their quarterback. That's the guy they want. I think Justin Fields is better, but
Definitely. I think Justin Fields is the top quarterback in his class. If you're talking about, you know, upright positional quarterback wise, I mean he can do just about anything. And then he got his throwing mechanics are, on point. But with I'm gonna add another thing on Zach Wilson. Everybody underestimates his wheels. That man can fly.
mm,
He played at BYU, so the competition wise, isn't there. But I
yeah,
mean, hey, we'll see. There was many quarterbacks that went to low ranked schools, not the Power Five schools. So I mean, I hope he does good with the Jets, turn that franchise around.
he remind me of like what Daniel Jones became. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? A lot of people didn't know Daniel Jones could run like that.
definitely.
That man could run a little
I mean, he might trip himself, from a
bit.
potential touchdown, but we go we gonna move on to the 49ers. Man, oh man. As much as I want them to pick Justin Fields, they're not going to go there.
It's starting to seem like it's not going to happen.
Exactly. I'm going to predict the 49ers get their quarterback in Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. I think he fits their system perfectly, but I mean, I just see another quarterback, average quarterback playing in Kyle Shanahan's system where he can go upgrade. But I mean, Mac Jones did good. I mean, he surrounded himself with players like Debo Samuel and those running backs. And not to mention a tight end, one of the best tight ends in the NFL he has. So hopefully Mac Jones pans out well. But I think, yeah, the 49ers are definitely going to go Mac Jones.
Mm. Um, I have a theory. This is not who I'm going to pick, but I have a theory. The Falcons may decide to go in a different direction and pick Justin Fields if he's on the board.
That could happen.
If he's on the board,
That
that could
could
happen.
happen.
That would be crazy. Justin Fields and Julio, that'd be crazy.
Ooh,
But
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin really, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But if that doesn't happen, what most likely will happen is they're going to pick Kyle Pitts out of Florida. I can't remember the last time a tight end got drafted this high, but if there's a tight end that deserves to get drafted this high, it's Kyle Pitts for sure. That dude has it
Definitely.
all. If you know the name, you've seen the tapes. The dude has it all, and it's it's not a terrible gamble to go after a player like that early.
Definitely. He has all the intangibles, man. Checks every box. You can even line him out wide. That man is amazing. Number 5, we got, Cincinnati Bengals. As much as I would love for them to, grab Jamar Chase, I think they will go get Jamar Chase. I don't think they go. I think they go skill position. I mean, Joe Burrow is going to get roughed up again this year, but I just think they love Jamar Chase too much to pass on them, which I don't get.
They better get
So
them
Jamar,
alignment. They better go get alignment.
they better, but all the chatter is they swinging towards Jamar Chase. They want to reunite. They want to reunite LSU, man.
Yeah, okay. Hey man, y'all gonna go 2-14. Hey, right. That's one team we ain't got to worry about.
Right.
Y'all best luck. All right, with the 6th pick, I got the Dolphins All right, so obviously you took who I was gonna get. That's cool though, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get somebody to protect Tua. So I'm gonna go Panay Soul out of
Mm,
Oregon. Do the monster. Dude has all the intangibles. The only knock against him is that he doesn't finish blocks at times. I think it's just he feel like you at the top. Everybody you in front of ain't on your level. You gonna get lazy at times. I know the feeling. It be like that sometimes. Sometimes you just be like, man, what the fuck, bro? I'm just out here running around.
definitely,
What Russell
definitely.
Wilson say? I'm just out here running around. That's how I feel when you just that much better than everybody. But I think when he gets to the next level, he's gonna raise his level of play, and the mindset is there, the technique is there. He's gonna be something to watch for. I will be super surprised if he is a bust. I would be super surprised.
Oh,
That's
oh
how
yeah,
good he is. That's how good he is.
definitely. I see another Orlando Brown type player.
Yeah,
You know that
yeah,
gets on the field and straight dominates, man. They won.
and make it look easy.
Exactly. Thank you, Baltimore. Uh,
For sure.
but hey, I said no trades this one, but I see a player on the board that I like. So I'm sorry, Elijah. I'm gonna have to do this trade real quick. I just got a call. I'm the Lions GM. We just got a call from New England. They want to move picks. They're gonna give us a third round and this 15 pick. The Lions gonna move back. The Patriots and Bill Belichick moved up, and with the Pats on the clock, they get the quarterback that they want, and they gonna go ahead and grab Justin Fields. That pair can go a long way, man. I think Justin Fields fits that system perfectly, in my opinion. You get that man some weapons, what they already have, um, grab some more targets down the line. I think Justin Fields can have a career with Bill Belichick as long as, Bill Belichick's there. And I mean, that'll be a good pair. Good pair.
Yeah, yeah. It'll help sure up that run game too. But I think they could do that in this draft. Honestly,
Yeah,
get some real good running backs in this draft.
definitely. And with that, also going on top of that though, I think Justin Fields can sit behind Cam Newton and learn the game a little bit more.
Sure.
Um, I think Justin Fields can be a better passer than Cam Newton also.
Yeah.
So I think Justin Fields, that's a perfect situation for him.
That's a great situation for him. Yeah. At the Carolina Panthers, there's a lot of ways I wanted to go with this pick. Um, I think they need to get a DB, and I feel like this guy deserves to be a top 10 pick. Patrick Surtain, come on down, man.
Wow.
Come on down. Come on down.
That's good. That's a nice pick right there.
Let's get us a staple defensive back, somebody that could be here for the next 10 years and carry our defense to the next level.
Definitely. That man's a man's man. That
Man,
that man can cover anybody, put
anybody,
anybody locked down.
bump and run, straight press coverage, put me in zone coverage, whatever you need. Whatever you need, that dude.
He can even go into the slot, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. He
All right,
can
now
literally follow you around. He will
with
follow you
saying
around.
exactly saying that though, who do you compare him to?
With his physicality, I will compare him to a bit of like Charles Woodson,
Ooh,
but he also got a lot of Jalen Ramsey in him. He got a
definitely.
lot of savvy, a lot of suave. He knows how to use the sideline to his benefit. That dude he's got a lot of weapons in his arsenal. He
Yeah.
can knock a guy down for 60 minutes for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, uh, that's a nice pick, man. I love that pick. The Denver Broncos. We on the clock. We gonna go ahead. As much as we don't like Drew Lock, I see the best player available right now. That's where we gonna go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Mika Parsons,
Mm.
Mr. Everywhere, the fast, quick, elusive corner that played running back in high school, man. Like, come on. You think you can, put that speedy receiver down in a slot? That man gonna go over there and get it. Hey man, Mika Parsons, the best linebacker prospect in the last 3 years. Book it down.
And I'm not mad at that though. That dude is that he's that good though.
Yes.
I got the Dallas Cowboys at 10. Trash ass Dallas. So we're gonna do something to kind of capitalize on this pick. I think what we really need to do is go get us a DB. I think that's what we need to do. And I'm gonna take the best DB that I feel is available. And I'm kind of changing from yesterday. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure I'm making the right pick.
Don't steal my player, man.
No, man, because I have to make sure, man. These two corners is literally the two dudes that I keep going back and forth on because I like the way J.C. Horn plays. I really do. Like, and I don't want to sleep on him a lot with this pick. But Farley he jump off the screen to me in a different way. But I think J.C. Horn's gonna be a shock. Like I think he gonna be great type shit
Yeah.
because of his mentality. But I'm gonna get Caleb Farley. I'm gonna go Farley.
Lil Joe Hayden, man. Lil Joe Hayden.
Yeah, yeah. He definitely reminded me of Joe Hayden. That was the comparison I would have made. But he can ball though. He can ball. He got a lot of great technique, footwork. You know what I'm saying? He can play flat footed sometimes, but I think that's something that'll be ironed out at the next level.
Mhm.
Um,
I think also that was his his junior year or his
yeah,
sophomore year. He
he,
didn't because he didn't play last year. He opted out. So I mean, if he would have played this year, he probably would have
he
been
probably
top
would have.
five.
Yeah, he probably would have turned up for sure.
But man, whew, you took my pick, man. I love that pick. Caleb Farley is probably one of the best prospects, cornerback wise, in the past 2 years, man. He's
Yeah,
that good. Him and Surtain. I like all. There's about 4 or 5 corners in this draft that you can get in the first round. That's
yep,
gonna pan out for the next 10 years, man.
for sure.
Man, Giants, we on the board. Um, we wanted to get a cornerback, to lock down these wide receivers here in the NFC East, the trash division. But we see a couple of people on the board still that we want to go ahead and snag. So the Giants, the New York Football Giants, we're gonna go ahead and get our receiver, Mr. Jalen Waddle. Um, he's lightning fast, man. He's what I just realized is this man averaged 19 yards per catch. 19 yards per catch. Can you imagine that, man? 19 yards per catch. Every time he gets the ball, 19 yards
Yeah,
at
that's
least.
insane.
And he's a deep throw talent for your boy Daniel Jones. Um, he can get kick returns and punt returns too. He can do just about anything. I like him as a prospect too. So yeah, Jalen Waddle definitely for the Giants.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. As I believe that the Eagles want Jalen Hurts to be their future. It's one of those things where it's two ways I could go here. You get the lineman to protect him, or you get him a big play receiver that he can throw the ball to. I honestly believe that there's somebody on the board that if he drops here, you shouldn't pass up on him if you're the Eagles. Though I want to get them a lineman, I don't think you can pass up on DeVonta Smith. I just don't think you can. As far as a lineman, the only other lineman I would pick this early is Rashawn Slater. And my pick is Rashawn Slater over DeVonta Smith.
No.
So process of elimination, I got to go DeVonta Smith.
Now, I love that pick. Now, for me, I compare DeVonta Smith to a Calvin Ridley type player. Am I wrong for thinking that?
Not really wrong, because you got to think DeVonta Smith, he can play inside and out. You can put him pretty much in any type of system, and you can at least get, at the very least, he'll be a really good slot player. So he fits anywhere on the field, and he's going to be effective.
Yep.
Because of his quickness and his speed, you have to look out for him. You got to watch him. And if he's drawing attention, he's opening other guys up. It's going to open this Eagles offense up some. And they have some young receivers there still. And maybe he's the type of guy that can come in and make everything gel. Sometimes you just need a guy that can spread the field a little more and make defenses have to worry about one more extra guy. And then other guys start getting involved, and now everybody's eating, and y'all winning games.
Yep, definitely. I like that pick a lot. The Eagles need it bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Sure.
Man, okay. So the Los Angeles Chargers are on the board, and we so glad that you didn't pick them. We're going to go ahead and get Rashawn Slater. The Mauler. That man's a Mauler.
Yeah. Fresh,
clean, polished.
Mm-hmm.
Got quick feet for the offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Sure. He does actually finish his blocks, unlike somebody else. But I think he's a perfect fit. Get that man, the quarterback, some time back there so he can deliver the ball to, I think it's a safe pick, nice pick. Chargers, yeah, they go Rashawn Slater.
That's a good pick. And if you don't know who Rashawn Slater is, go on YouTube and look up Rashawn Slater versus Chase Young.
Mm-hmm. And that as a Buckeye fan, I clarify that.
That's everything you need to know. The Vikings are in a position where I think we need an offensive lineman here. And I'm going to go with the next best offensive lineman that I've seen, Christian Darrisaw.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get him. I think he's a guy who may fall a little bit, but he also very, very well deserves to be a top 20 pick. There's a lot of teams looking for lineman help, and if you can get him at this spot, which you most likely will, that they need to go get this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Need to go get this guy. This is a guy you can build an entire offensive line around if you know what I'm saying, know what you're doing. He has very great technique, takes plays off. Again, that is a concern. That's why I said he could drop. But I think if he can shore up those things and keep himself sharp, he'll be fine, and he'll be a staple.
You also got to think too, man. He played in the ACC conference, man. The back end of that conference. Yeah. I mean, you can take as many plays off as you want to.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All you gotta do is worry about Clemson and Miami, and you good.
Yeah,
For real. But I love that pick.
Speaking
That's a
of
good pick.
Miami, he did numbers against Russo. He
Russo
did
and
numbers.
Russo, and then the year before he took care of what's his name? Phillips, Jalen Phillips,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So I mean, come on now. You gotta look at that guy. You got to.
Oh yeah. Man, that's a great pick. That's three great picks right there in a row.
Yeah, we kind of on the road right now.
Oh yeah, offensive lineman going. We eating, but the Lions are on the clock now because we traded with the Patriots. Now Lions, we gonna go best player available. As much as we want receiver, I think is they need help at cornerback bad. Okuda, had a learning curve, which rookies have.
Yeah,
People, calling him a bust already, but that man ain't had no training camp, no preseason. That's what rookies need. A lot of rookies in the first round, had a setback last year. I think, he gets up, but the talent behind him, man, come on.
right.
It's a hard decision. You know what? We gonna go ahead and grab a receiver. We're gonna give my man Jared Goff some help. We're gonna go ahead and grab Kadarius Toney, Mr. Debo Samuel 2.0. That man can do anything. He can fly. He can fly.
Yeah,
And
he
he's a
definitely
short catcher.
he can get
He's
up.
a short catcher, man.
He can get up. He can get over your head.
Yeah, as much as I love, Rashad Bateman, Terrence, Marshall, Elijah Moore, Rondale Moore, I think Rondale Moore can, be the best player in this draft, receiver wise. But I'm gonna get off of that. Kadarius Toney, he can create separation. That's what I think that the Lions need in that offense, separation.
Yeah, I agree with that. Question: did we get Horn yet off the board?
Who?
J.C. Horn.
No, you had picked Caleb Farley.
Great. So that's exactly where I'm gonna go at 16 for the Arizona Cardinals. We're gonna get go J.C. Horn.
Ooh.
Go J.C. Horn. We looking for a guy that can kind of come in and fill Patrick Peterson's shoes, but we also want to take our defense into a whole nother path. And I think he's the guy that you can try to build a defense around.
Definitely, man. That's a great pick right there. And his man-to-man skills, his coverage and man-to-man. Oh my God, Arizona love him.
He a bully, man.
Hell yeah, he is. Man, he's this corner class is scary good this year. The Raiders is up next. We gonna change it up a little bit and go, look into our interior of the defensive line. Now, we could easily go Levi, Unza, what is it? Unzarike. But we're gonna go ahead and get that Mauler from Alabama, Christian Barmore. Love him, man. He can change that whole defense. I see a lot of, Aaron Donald in him. He can flex his muscles, get into your mama's pants, and and take her out for lunch, man. I think that man's he crazy. He crazy, man.
Yeah. All right. I'm pulling up my notes. All right. I got the Dolphins, and we had to, you know what I'm saying? We had to go lineman earlier. I think right here will be an opportunity for us to go. I'm trying to think, should we do best player available or should we go for that receiver we need? You know what? I'm gonna go edge.
Oh,
I'm gonna go edge, and I'm gonna take Jalen Phillips.
oh, nice.
Yeah, we looking for guys to solidify our defenses. That's what we looking for. That defense is already scary good. Like they snuck up on a lot of teams last year.
Mm-hmm.
You give them that dominant edge guy, it's gonna be
Take
lights
off.
out. It's gonna be lights
Take
out.
off. I like that pick a lot.
Teams in that division gonna have some issues coming.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's why the Patriots need to get their man right now, just in case Cam get injured.
Yeah, for sure. No, for real.
So the next team we got is the Washington football team at 19. This is no brainer for me. We're gonna go ahead and get our quarterback of the future, Trey Lance. The biggest knock on him is competition, but that man can throw the fucking football.
So what we got? 4 quarterbacks in the first round, or that's all 5?
Yeah. That's 5 right there.
Damn. It's really that good though.
It is.
It's really that good though.
People sleeping on Trey Lance, man. He got it. Just the biggest knock on him is he played at FCS school.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that man can throw it. That man got a little bit of wheels. And he can launch it though. He got his accuracy needs a little bit of polishing, but his arm strength is crazy.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. And I mean, I think it's dope that his stock rose like this. Because he was getting slept on at first. But I think people really started to take a look at his film and take a look at his numbers and see what he was really, the body of work that he was really putting together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta really love what he was doing.
Oh yeah.
Who I got? Oh, I see where I'm at. Okay, I got the Chicago Bears. Man, trash ass Bears. All right, let's see. Obviously, we need a quarterback, which, the best 5 are off the board right now. So then it becomes a question of, do you take another quarterback this high? And I just don't feel like you can. You feel me?
Right.
I don't feel like you can. But I think it's somewhere they can go and they should go. We're going to try to get us a receiver.
Hmm.
We're going to try to get us a receiver. And the receiver that I like for this team is still on the board. We're going to go with 6'2", 210, out of Minnesota.
Big Ten country, man. Big Ten country.
For sure.
Can you tell us a little bit about him for the people who don't know?
One thing I really thought was underrated about him was this, his ability to sit in zones, which is something that's very crafty that a lot of receivers add to their games that take you to the next level, knowing when to sit in zones, how to sit in zones, when to take your route and branch it off. Like just those little details always get you over. That's one thing. Quick, the hands are there, the route running is there. I think he's going to become one of the better route runners in the league. I think he's going to, when I watch him and I watch the film, but I also watch like interviews and stuff, listen to him talk, he seemed like a guy where his head is on straight, and when he gets his opportunity, he's going to make the most of it. So I truly believe he's going to put the work in to become the best complete player, and he has the talent to be the best receiver in this draft.
Oh yeah.
Legitimately. So I think this is where he falls, and I think it'll be a good pick because you can get a quarterback in maybe the second round or the third round and still have a guy that you can literally. This guy could be an all-star caliber receiver. Like all of these receivers that are in this top five, top six, all these dudes could be like Hall of Fame caliber
Oh, yeah,
receivers.
yeah,
So I'm interested. The future look bright, man. That's all I can say.
yeah,
Right.
definitely. I love that pick. That's where I had the next team picking. That's where I had the Colts picking. But the number at number 20,
He go to the Colts.
man,
That'd be scary.
Colts. At 21. Oh man, we were gonna go O-line, but I see a guy that they can use right now. I see a guy that they can use right now. We're gonna go ahead and get Mr. Trayvon Merrick, safety from TCU, to solidify that back end.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
love this pick for them. The quarterback of the defense. I think that he can bring that physicality to an already stellar safety. Corner. Back end room. I think that he reminds me a lot of what's his name for Seattle right now.
Shit.
Jamal Adams.
Adams.
That's what he reminds me of Jamal Adams.
Hell, we do that shit. We gonna lose our job. How you forget Jamal Adams' name?
we man, it's just these players, man. This class is scary good.
Yeah.
I think that I also think that he's a hard hitter. He can cover, and a man can hit. His zone coverage needs a little bit of polishing, but that's what you're gonna have to do to get to the next level. I think he can work on that. I think that the future's right for Indianapolis.
Yeah, I like that. I'm debating back and forth. I wanna get a DB here for the Titans, but I've been hearing rumblings that they may want to go edge. So I'm gonna go Azeez Ojulari. Georgia.
Love it.
Dude is, he's not necessarily one of the taller D ends that you're gonna see, but the dude has great bend. He's great at the point of attack. I think he's gonna be one of those dudes that you won't expect him to be as good as he's going to be.
Right. Love that pick, man. Jets, the New York Football Jets got their quarterback of the future. For offense, I think they go defense and get their cornerback of the future, and go ahead and get. A lot of people gonna say, the junior there, but I'm gonna go ahead and get him Greg Newsome this the second. Greg Newsome, man, people sleeping on that guy from Northwestern. That man can play. That man can play lights out. If you don't believe me, go look at his highlights versus Ohio State.
Yeah.
That he can cover. He's a cover corner. A lot of people knock on him for his size. That man can make it up. When he's trailing the play, that man can cover. Cover his tracks. He got speed, quickness, agility, can jump. He just got all the good traits of being a great corner.
Yeah, I like that. I got I got Schittsburg. Fuck them niggas. You already know how we coming. But it's a common philosophy in football. You don't draft a running back in the first round. Even though I think Najee Harris is good enough to get drafted this high, and I think he very well may. I think the smarter pick here is to go Elijah Vera Tucker.
Mm,
Get you offensive lineman. You are bringing Big Ben back, and you better keep him upright and off the ground. Because if he goes
definitely.
too many times, it might be good riddance, which we plan on making happen. Because you see what the Browns we got over here. Y'all better get somebody to protect that man.
Definitely. Definitely. Man, that's as much as I hate it, that's a good pick. That's a great pick. Man, go Trojans. But 25, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars, Urban Meyer's team. We went out and got our quarterback of the future. So, let's pair him up with a receiver that can fly. We're gonna go ahead and get Terrence Marshall Jr. from LSU. Um, people think Jamar Chase is like lightning fast. Terrence Marshall Jr. is also lightning
In that
fast.
same tier,
Yeah, and he
that
can
same
catch.
tier of speed, he can
He can
fly.
catch his ass off, man.
Yeah,
I see this as a Odell Jarvis Landry type of draft for them, where they both do numbers in the NFL.
yeah.
I think the the Jaguars. The Jaguars is they set up for the future.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I got the Cleveland Browns.
Oof. Don't fuck this up, Elijah.
Can't waste this pick. We cannot waste this pick. I'm one of the people who like the direction of our offense right now. I like what they're building. I like the culture we building. They don't seem to be out on Odell either at this particular moment. So based off of that, I'm gonna go defense. And what are the Browns putting together? A monster defensive line.
Oof.
But you know what we need? Interior defensive line.
Ooh.
I'm going Christian Barmore.
Whoa. He got drafted earlier, sir.
By who? I don't remember you saying his name.
Christian Barmore went earlier.
See how they always try to get you.
He went to the Raiders, man.
Oh, you slid him in there.
Yeah.
See, that's what I be talking about. It be your own kind. It be your own people that just take things from you. Maybe he good enough to get drafted twice. Shit, that just fucked my whole shit up. I just knew I had him, but it's cool. I'm gonna go and get us a linebacker. And I don't think this guy been drafted yet. I hope not. I sure didn't hear his name. But Dre be sneaking shit in there.
I ain't do nothing, man.
I'm gonna draft. Did you draft Zaven Collins?
No, I didn't.
You gonna go Zaven Collins?
Ooh. Love it. Love that pick for the Browns.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That man can fly, man, for a muscular type dude.
Yeah.
Oof, man, that man can fly and he can hit, he can cover.
Yeah, his coverage is like what impressed me the most because I'm like, a lot of people ain't really like hyping up his coverage ability, but dude can cover.
Definitely.
We needed a linebacker like this, a linebacker that could come down, feel in the run game, and a linebacker that could get on the horse and cover somebody.
Yep. That's a great pick. Hopefully. But next we got the the Baltimore Ravens. As much as this is gonna be crazy, man. You know what? Fuck it. They gonna go with Jeremiah Owusu Karamoa from Notre Dame, the linebacker. Pair him up with those great linebackers in their 3-4. As much as I hate saying that, that's gonna they defense gonna be set. That man is crazy good. As a linebacker, being able to do that as a linebacker, the stuff that he do. If you haven't seen that Alabama Notre Dame game, go watch it now. That man was playing, even though they was getting blown out. That man was playing his ass off from start to finish.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen that. But yeah. As far as what he displays talent wise, that's a very great pick.
Oh yeah.
That's a guy with the type of talent he could get picked earlier than that. But
Oh yeah.
if he's there, I know they'll love that pick for sure.
Oh yeah.
So I got the New Orleans Saints.
Who that?
It's two ways I want to go here because I do want to get them a DB, and I feel like they're gonna go DB here because it's a DB on the board still that's really good. But I feel like if you gonna trust Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill to carry you into your future, you need to get them another weapon. And I think this is the place to do it. And I'm gonna go Elijah Moore.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Lightning. Lightning.
For sure. I mean, you already have your number one guy. Now you bring in a guy who can go in the slot and cook. I mean,
Man,
Elijah Moore can straight up cook. And
Route run
he can
crazy.
go wide if you need him to. But I think that slot is where he belongs. He will cook whoever lines up in front of him in that slot.
Definitely. His route run is so crispy, man.
It's ridiculous.
Man, that's a great pick right there. The Packers are next on the board. We number 29. And you know what? We just gonna go ahead and get us a receiver. He needs some help. You took our man we was gonna get. We gonna go next best up, and I'm gonna get him some help. I'm gonna go Rondale Moore from Purdue, Mr. Slapdome, Mr. Slapdome. That man is one of the best receivers in this class, and I'm gonna tell you that right now. He could be better than Jamar Chase. He can be better than Jalen Waddle. He can be better than Devontae Smith. He can be better than Bateman, Terrence Marshall, and Elijah Moore, and he can be better than Kadarius Toney. This man, he can cook himself. And this man, opposite of Devontae Adams, they can have themselves a Kansas City type receiving core because they both lightning fast.
Yeah.
And Rondale Moore can cook. Now you said Elijah Moore can cook. Rondale Moore can cook perfectly.
He can get busy.
If you don't know who Rondale Moore is, Ohio State fans, we know him very well. Go back and look at that 2017 game against our defense. He served us up, man.
Yeah,
Served us up by his
everything we needed. He gave us everything we needed, bro.
I think Aaron Rodgers get himself some help right there.
Yeah. All right, so I'm sitting at 30, and I got the Bills. Offense, I feel like we good right now. I think we can get a running back later on. I think we sitting nice right now. I'm going to try to do something with this defense. That being said, I think there may be a DB on the board that I want at this particular time. And I'm going to go Asante Samuel Jr. Got to get the junior. Let's see what the hype is about. Let's see. And the Bills are in a good position where because they have the quarterback they need, they can really gamble a little more than most teams, and they're still going to make the playoffs. So I think this is a pick where you can go up and get you a guy that could possibly be a staple for your defense, and that can make it a lot easier for your defensive lineman to hit home a little more. I wanted to go edge there, but I think it's a guy that might fall. I wish we was doing rounds 2 and 3 because I think it's a few guys that's gonna fall.
Oh yeah.
It's snuck through the back door.
Oh yeah, for real. Now 31, the Baltimore Ravens again.
No.
I think that because they got it from Kansas City. I think they trade back. They're looking for somebody to trade back with so they can get their receiver in the second round. And I think a team they could trade back to is the Bengals, who's trying to get that protection because they went Jamar Chase earlier.
Right.
I think they trade up and they go ahead and get Tevin Jenkins, the offensive tackle right there. He's just polished, nice, man. That man he can hold his blocks too.
Yeah.
And, he's pretty quick on his feet too. And I think the Bengals will be pretty set there. They got the position of needs that they needed.
And he's really a really good position blocker, which is so important at the next level. You know what I'm saying? You're going up against top talents. You're not going to be able to always drive a dude 5 yards downfield.
Right.
Sometimes you got to be able to get onto him and create a lane for the running back. And I think that's very important. All right, your Super Bowl champions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 32.
Tampa Bay.
Well, I mean, I kind of feel like a team like that, is obvious what they really do need. I feel like they're damn near set at every position, except for DB and offensive line. Do you try to steal an offensive lineman at 32? I don't know if there's an offensive lineman I would try to steal at 30. But there is a DB I know I would go after at 32. Eric Stokes.
Oh, yeah.
Eric Stokes.
Oh, yeah. Tell us a little bit about Eric Stokes.
You got a guy he's another guy who you can really trust inside and outside. I personally wouldn't have him traveling. I think that may be a little too much to ask for him early on.
Yeah.
I think he can develop into one of those type of players, but I don't think he's locked down, shut down quite yet. But he's a guy you can line up in the slot. He'll latch on, get physical with you, but he can run with anybody. His recovery speed is magnificent. He can make it very tough, and he forces quarterbacks to throw in tight pockets, tight windows. And those little things make all the difference between completions and incompletions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's got a lot of the skills. The ball skills are there. I mean, he's got a lot of talent good enough to be drafted in the first round.
Definitely, man. I looked at his tape. Oof, that man can fly.
Yeah.
A lot of speed in this draft, man.
A lot of speed.
Now that completes our, mock draft. The draft is next week, but there's some players on the board that we can talk about a little bit that didn't get drafted yet, and I see one that fell. Edge rusher Kwity Paye. I think he can be one of the best defensive ends one of the best in the past two. I'm not because other than Chase Young, but Kwity Paye is definitely a name that I see that can do something that didn't get picked yet. Do you see who's your one that didn't get picked yet that can do something?
Kwity Paye is definitely one of those guys. He's definitely one of those guys. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know who didn't get drafted. I wasn't really keeping up with who didn't get drafted. So I don't
I'm gonna
know.
give you some names. We got
Give me some names.
Najee Harris and Travis
Najee Harris for
Etienne.
sure is a guy that could possibly go to the Steelers.
Oh yeah,
I think, and I also think Kwity Paye may very well go to the Bills if they decide to go D line instead of cornerback.
yeah.
So he very well could go in the first round as well.
And I see another team that Pay can go to that if he fell that hard, Cleveland.
Yeah.
I can see
Ooh,
Cleveland's trying to, our Browns trying to snag him.
yeah, I would like that. I would actually like that pick.
Joseph Azayi, edge rusher, Carlos Basham Jr., Jason Owen. Now that's the name to watch out for. He could potentially be one of the best edge rushers of this draft.
Yeah, I don't think nobody's gonna gamble on them that
Right.
But I wouldn't be surprised either if they did. That's definitely a name that he stood out for sure.
I think if he was a couple feet taller, that it wouldn't be a question.
Yeah.
Also, Gregory Rousseau, he's that turnover chain was rocking on him when he was at Miami.
Still on the board.
Yeah.
If he falls that low, I could honestly see I could see Tampa Bay taking him.
Yeah.
I could definitely see Tampa Bay taking him.
And it's one we got two quarterbacks that's worth a damn. In Kellen Mond and Kyle Trask. I think Chicago could like move up in the second round and probably grab one of them before they get taken.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what may happen. The Bears, it may fall to the Bears, and like it did in this draft, the top 5 guys gonna be already gone, and they may pick Kyle Trask at that spot. Pick him at 20, which
that's a reach.
It's a reach. That is a reach.
In the first round.
Yeah, that's a reach. But I think they're gonna bite the bullet. I do. I think they're gonna bite the bullet because it's either that or who are you going forward with? If you look at the Bears, what is the direction of that team?
Sure.
Direction. You went out and tried to create this really good defense. So you made it seem like you was trying to win, but you didn't get the last quarterback. You had no help for real. Mm-hmm. And then when you finally got him help, you found out he wasn't that guy. They ended up in a fucked up situation.
Yep.
They ended up in a fucked up situation.
Yep. And it's one player that I see on the board that, because he went to a small school, I see it damaging him, but I still think he can be a first-round talent with first-round talent. And it's interior offensive lineman Quinn Meinerz from Wisconsin Whitewater. Mm-hmm. Man, he's crazy good, man. He got speed. He finishes his blocks. He got tenacity. He got strength. And he's good. And Creed Humphrey also.
Well, since you're going there, Wyatt Davis is an animal.
Oh, yep.
He's an animal. And I know he's probably not going to get picked in the first round because they always feel like interior linemen, you can get those later in the draft. But that guy can play. He can play.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's one more player that's a cornerback that also played for The Ohio State University who's getting slept on because, of how our defense, how they lined our defense up and playing off the damn ball. And that's Shaun Wade. Shaun Wade is one of the top 5 corners in his class, but because of last year, the COVID year, he went down low on the board. But I think if you pair him in a right situation, he can definitely get to where he was before the beginning of the year. He got he can even challenge Patrick Surtain as one of the the best corner in this draft.
Yeah. When I watch tape on Sean Lee, because part of me wanted to move him up into this round and grab him. I watched film on him, and I think he's one of those high risk, high reward situations
Mm,
where you got a guy who has all the intangibles, the competition, the mindset, the grind, the grit, all those things that you need to be a really good cornerback. You got to be competitive. You got to want smoke from whoever. You know what I'm saying? But his issues lie around habits and technique.
yep.
And those are the type of things that cause you to drop. Um, when you get caught on tape being flat footed, you get caught on tape, just doing a simple, you turn your hips the wrong way, and now the guy done beat you for a slant for 10 yards, 20 yards. That stuff shows up on film and it can cause you to drop. Also, again, politics, which you alluded to. And, when you only play in what they play, 7 games, 6 games, something like that, you don't really get an opportunity, and you kind of get thrown to the wolves. You really
Yep.
didn't get any opportunities to get ready for the season. You kind of just get thrusted into a season, and you got to kind of pick up while teams are starting to reach full stride. Your first game, you just trying to, you know what I'm saying, get the engine going.
Right.
Once you finally get the engine going, everybody else, they already drove down the street, went around the block, the engine warm, they mid-season form. And he looked like he just hadn't really got adjusted to everything that was going on because the guy he was this past season is not the same guy we saw the year before.
Right.
It just looked like it wasn't the same for him. And I think it could have had to do with the COVID season and, the long time just trying to figure out if they was even going to have a game. I mean, you got to be honest. Ohio State was dealt a bad hand this year. People try to act like, well, why do they deserve to be in the, what I'm saying, in the playoffs? But we were dealt a bad hand.
Yep.
We were really dealt a bad hand.
Big Ten fucked them over.
For sure. Absolutely.
With that being said, though, one player that for sure, in your opinion, is going to for sure be an all pro in like a statue of this league in this whole draft is
Hot take. Hot take. I'm going to say Justin Fields is going to be the best quarterback out of this draft. Just mark my words. If he goes to the 49ers, it's on the floor. Trust me. It's on the floor.
definitely. I love that. In my opinion, y'all gonna give me hell for this, but he wasn't drafted yet. Nobody's thinking about him, okay? We gonna go down to Kentucky, okay? We gonna go down to Louisville, Kentucky. It's a receiver down there, Mr. Tutu Atwater. Man, that man is Tyreek Hill fast. Let me tell you, 4.3, 240.
Mm-hmm.
They compare him to Deshaun Jackson and Tyreek Hill. Speed guzzler. I'm talking about speed. If you don't know, go check his Clemson versus Clemson. Fuck them up bad. Route running is crispy. Kick return, punt returner, deep threat, ball skills. He got everything you need a receiver. The only downfall to him is that he went to Louisville and that, they didn't get enough buzz where he can be with the chases in them.
Mm-hmm.
But Tutu Atwater is my player in this whole draft that's gonna come out. Everybody gonna be like, where the hell he come from? Hey man, you gotta look at the tape. Roll the tape, man.
Yeah. What team do you think would be a good fit for him?
Tutu?
Yeah.
Man. In my opinion, I'm gonna be selfish as fuck. But I would love to see the Browns gamble on him as a receiver. You know, the receiver that they go after this draft.
Yeah.
Maybe in like the third round, go at him.
Yeah.
Because we got our, you know, Odell, we got our Jarvis, we got our, you know, big possessional receivers like Hollywood Higgins and Donovan Peoples Jones.
Yeah.
But we need that speed demon. And he can even play, you know, kickoff punt return.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tutu Atwater would be crazy good, man. In the slot, put him in kick return, punt return, even line him up outside a couple times, like Kansas City do Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Man, even it's another team I love to see him go to. The Ravens, even though I hate it. But can you imagine how fast that offense would be?
Yeah, that'd be scary.
Crazy good, man.
I know with the NFL better not let it happen. Don't let the Chiefs get him. Y'all better not let the Chiefs get him. It's over with.
The whole receiving squad will be 4-3.
It's over with.
God damn. But hey, man, that, you know, now before we wrap it up though, tell me a player in the first round or in the whole draft that's overrated. You think is overrated? It could be his positioning, could be anything. Who you think is an overrated pick in this whole draft?
Honestly, I think I think I think Alex Leatherwood is overrated.
Oh,
I think he's overrated. He's good.
Alabama offensive lineman?
Yeah. He's good. Don't get me wrong, but I think he only gets the hype because he went to Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason. He's not the best lineman in the draft at his position or otherwise. He's just not. He's not even honestly, he's not even in my top 5 offensive linemen in this draft.
So you telling me he not 4PF?
No. No. But I still don't get me wrong, I still think he's gonna have a solid career. But I don't think he's gonna be what people think he will be. He's not gonna be the next great one. Put it like that. He's just not going.
I like that pick. Now with me though, I think this player, because he went to this school and because he had a great college career, is not gonna pan out in the pros like college did. I think a lot of players in college, because they had, you know, a good college career and a great, you know, championship game or playoff game, that they think they just instantly gonna click in the NFL. It's not like that. This man is struggling with passes. Of course, it's a quarterback. Struggling with passes, struggling dropping back and delivering on-time passes, even on his pro day. And they say this man is better than Justin Fields. They say this man is better than Trey Lance. They say this man could be better than Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
Come on down, Mr. Who, Mac Jones. Mac Jones is the most overrated player in this draft.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Because he went to Alabama, he had, you know, guys like Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith and a running back like Najee Harris.
Yeah.
And, you know, the tight end, even that goddamn tight end, and a great offensive line. They think that this man is like some type of superhero that's, you know, it's crazy how the media goes about it.
Yeah, for sure. They always hype up them Bama guys. They always do that shit, man. You would think they would
only
learn.
quarterback from Bama that really did something was a little bit of something is Tua, and even last year he struggled a little bit.
Yep, that's a fact. Remember how they hyped up AJ McCarron?
Oh yeah, man. But you know, Mac
Alabama
Jones.
got the same issue that Ohio State got.
Oh yeah,
We don't produce great NFL quarterbacks. Skill positions though, we
yeah.
get a lot of those.
Quarterbacks not so good. Well, we gonna wrap up this mock draft. It was a good mock draft. Wish we had Shaq with us this time, but you know, rest in paradise to that man. But it was a fun mock draft. Hopefully, everything goes our way. We're gonna come back after the draft. You know, talk about the highs, the lows, what happened, what didn't happen. You know, it's gonna be a whole bunch of trades in this draft, so it's exciting. I'm excited, and it's in Cleveland.
For sure. Next week, before the draft, we're gonna, give y'all another show where we're gonna discuss the top 5 players at every position. I think that's gonna be a good show. Hopefully, we can get some more of the guys on there so we can all kind of just, you know, you know, pop our shit one last time before the draft. But everybody be safe out there. We appreciate y'all for tuning in for sure. Always love.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all be safe. Peace out.